I want to bring to the stage very, very good friend of mine. Been knowing him quite some time, long time. We spoke together on many occasions, high schools, audience, all this. He's the oldest son of the great Sugar Ray Leonard. And, I tell you, very powerful guy, love the youth, and just a great guy. Without any further delay, my friend, Ray Leonard Jr.
Thank you, appreciate it. I first want to thank JC and Michelle. They're a rare breed of people that are committed to taking care of the youth and doing some amazing things. He doesn't have to do this. He doesn't have to be out here in the morning. He woke me up early this morning to get out here to talk to you guys because he's passionate about what they're doing. They're very passionate about this. And I respect people that go out of their way to try to help somebody else. And that's what he did. And he's done it as a veteran of the military. He put his life on the line to protect us. And it's amazing thing. So give him a big round of applause. So I was tired this morning. My grandfather passed away at 95 about a month ago, and he was my idol. He was like my person that I wanted to be like. He always told me, Ray, if you know better, you do better. He was almost 96 years old. He was the toughest person in our family. Everybody would look and say, who was your role model? Was it your father? Because my father was a 6-time world champion in 5 different weight divisions, Olympic gold medalist, one of the first athletes to make over $100 million from the sport. So you get all those big things and you put those things out in front of your life and you think that's what matters. But for my grandfather, he taught me to be humble. He taught me to be a person that is solvent in your character. To be a person that's confident in who you are. I don't have to live the Instagram life. Y'all see that? I know the young folks out here, they see Instagram and Snapchat, and everybody puts some filter on there, and their whole life looks like they're just perfect every single time. They take a picture like, and everything's perfect all the time, right? Everything you see. But sometimes you got to go back and look to see what they really live. Look inside their soul, who they are, who they're projecting to be somebody. Are they projecting to be who they really are, or are they projecting to be something different, what they think people are going to be? I always talk about what defines you. Are you defined by what people think about you, or are you defined by your actions and your character? Like JC said, your character. What are you built upon? What are those building blocks that you built your life upon? Can you go back to that and say, this is what I believe in, these are my truths, this is who I am as a person? Because I know for a long time I had no idea what I was defined by. I was defined by my father or the people around me or what people think. How many likes or surprising faces I had on Instagram. They wouldn't have Instagram back then. I think it was MySpace or something like that. Well, that's kind of what I was brought up into, and I thought that. Meaning, when I started out, my mother was 15, my father was 16 when I was born. It was 14 of us to a 2-bedroom house. The thought process was that coming out of that situation, there was no way we can go. Then we got a little success and things started to change. We tried to be this image that was not us. We tried to be like the Cosby family. Like my mother was Claire Huxtable. I was Theo. And my dad was like Bill Cosby. Not Bill Cosby right now. But that was the image we wanted to portray, because back then you didn't have an African American family in the media that was positive, let alone the father and the mother together. So that was the image that we portrayed, and everything that we did, that we lived, was like projecting this image. We protected the image at all costs, right? No matter what was going on inside. But inside, really what was happening, we out there taking pictures for the Jet magazine, the Ebony, all these TV shows, and all this kind of stuff that we was doing, and we projected this image that we were. But it wasn't really what's happening, because we were empty inside. I wrote this article about my father and my life and called it The Hollow Man, right? So you know what a hollow man is. It's a person that has all this stuff outside, but inside they're empty. And that's kind of what it was, because we were defined by what people thought of us and the image that we projected. We weren't built on anything that was strong. And it took me a long time to kind of figure it out. I had some issues that was going on in my life. I had a run-in with the cops. I was sitting in the back of a police car. I got into a fight in Atlanta and at a bar, and came back out, and they had like 20 bouncers trying to attack me and my friends. I had a gun in the car, pulled the gun out, and then my wife at the time took the gun and hid it, and the police came and found us. Luckily for me, they didn't find the gun, so they let me out. But that rare decision that I made on that night could have put me in jail for 15, 20 years, easily. But at that point in time, I said, what am I built on? Because I'm trying to project this to be Sugar Ray Leonard's son. And I don't know who Ray Leonard is. So I had to figure that out. And once I figured it out, it changed my life. It changed my thought process. I found my why. I found my strength for the person that I want to be in my life. Who do I want to be? I was the first person in my family to go to college. I graduated from college. I thought I had to be an athlete because my father was an athlete. And although I was a pretty good athlete, I didn't have to be defined by athletics. I wanted to be defined by the legacy that I left to my kids. So every day when I get up in the morning, do I look in the mirror, do I like the person that I see? Do I represent what I tell people in the morning? Every day they say, hey, you wake up in the morning, you think you just wake up. But I say every day you're reborn. Every day you wake up, you're reborn with a new opportunity. Opportunity to be better than when you were the day before. Because your past doesn't have to equal your present. In your present, the things you do today can help you move forward to a better tomorrow. And when I see this, I see these young kids out here, and I see you guys moving forward, and you go through life so fast, everything is on the text message or something like that, and you're so distracted. Sometimes you got to just sit down and just kind of smell the coffee, look and see what's happening around you, because life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. It's amazing to have this opportunity every single day to do something. To be a person that changes people's lives. To be a person that's going to be somebody that makes a difference. Now, there's been a couple people in the last few days that's kind of, that I knew that really kind of threw me for a loop. Some designer called Kate Spade. And then a guy named Anthony Bourdain. These two people that you see on TV, you see them all the time. You think everything is perfect in their lives. They're multi-millionaires. But they were hurting inside. They were calling out for help. They ended up taking their lives. So if you're going through something, you have issues, don't be afraid to talk to somebody, to tell them what's happening. Because we're all here to support each other. I wear these shoes right now, and they're Pharrell Williams shoes that says human race. Because that's what we are. But it's not a race. It's not a race. It's a challenge every single day to see how we can move forward together. So we got to collaborate together. I'm going to take JC stuff. We got to collaborate together and build a better union for our kids, for our family, to build a place that we love to be in, to love to live in. And that's kind of what I want to challenge you young people to do. To not listen to all the things that you see out here, to want to be better, to create a better world for all of us that's peaceful and happy. Because when you have kids, you have somebody that you love, that you want to leave something to, you want them to leave, you want to know that you did everything that you can to be the person that they want to walk in the same shoes. Right? You want to follow that legacy. And if I leave you with anything, the Sam Cooke song, change is going to come. I wasn't born by a river, but change will come. If we believe in it, if we strive to be better, like my grandfather said, if we know better, we do better. All right? God bless you guys, and go forward and do amazing things.
Let's give him another round of applause.